Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Liverpool and some of the problems that are happening at Liverpool Football Club. Obviously, the team has lost 3 games in a row, so it's not the greatest position to be in, and in my opinion, it's due to the manager as well as the players. So let's get into why Liverpool have struggled so far this season. The first problem I want to talk about is Liverpool's out of possession shape. Last season, I thought Liverpool were a very well balanced team. There was no gaps in their shape, but this season, Liverpool have been all over the place and the players have looked clueless. There have been gaps everywhere to exploit. It's not organised, and our out of possession shape has not been good enough. Hence the reason why teams have found it so easy to play against Liverpool. Another major issue at Liverpool is the build-up play. First of all, losing Trent Alexander-Arnold was a big hit for Liverpool because he was one of the guys that can bypass the press using his technique, passing ability and passing range, and now we don't have that at Liverpool anymore. Another aspect of our game that is lost is Gravenberch, because Arne Slot is making Gravenberch play in more advanced positions, and don't get me wrong, Gravenberch has been brilliant this season, has got his stats up, but at the end of the day he was a key part of Liverpool's build-up play, especially using that Gravenberch turn and driving into space. Liverpool have now lost that. And one final point I want to talk about is that our build-up play looks better with Curtis Jones, because Curtis Jones is comfortable with the ball, knows how to protect the ball, will take risks on the ball, and that's one thing that Liverpool have been truly lacking. I've seen a lot of sidewards and backwards passing from this team, not taking any risks, not progressing the ball. So yeah, Curtis Jones looks like the best midfielder in this team for the last couple of games. When I think about Liverpool, I think about Liverpool suffocating teams, pressing them, don't give them time to think, don't give them time to make decisions. Right, the pressing is unbelievable when it comes to Liverpool, but this season the press has been poor, and a major reason why this happened is because Liverpool lost athletes like Diaz and Nunes who can cover ground, who are really fast, athletic individuals who press at a really high level. Another thing I want to talk about is Salah's lack of effort and work rate. Last season that was covered because you had Szoboszlai, Diaz and Nunes doing all the hard work, but Liverpool don't have the same athletes anymore, and Salah's lack of effort and work rate is really being exposed, especially in that Chelsea game where Chelsea players were just getting past him like nothing. And the final point is, it's been way too easy for the opposition to bypass Liverpool's press. As I previously said, Liverpool's identity is to suffocate teams, not give teams time. And now Liverpool are making it so easy for the opposition to play football. Another aspect of the team I want to talk about is some of the players regressing. First of all, Mo Salah, he's regressed a bit. I think it's not entirely on Mo Salah. I think Arne Slot has misprofiled him. He's using him as a touchline winger. Mo Salah is not a touchline winger. Maybe in 2017-18, Mo Salah could have been effective as that. He probably would have been. But at this stage of his career, Mo Salah is an out-and-out inside forward. You want to put Mo Salah as close to the goal as possible so he can get his goals and assists. And in my opinion, it's both of their faults. I think Salah has been performing up to his best level and Arne Slot has misprofiled him. Another guy I want to talk about regressing is Alexis Mac Allister. Alexis Mac Allister for Liverpool was Mr. Reliable. Week in, week out, gave Liverpool 7 or 8 out of 10 performances, was brilliant last season. But this season, Alexis Mac Allister is clearly not fit enough. It doesn't look like he's healthy, and you can see it on the pitch. He has not been up to it whatsoever. And he needs to get dropped for Curtis Jones at this point. Let Mac Allister heal and recover. And once he's 100%, then start Mac Allister. And the final guy I want to talk about is Ibrahim Konate. And so far this season, Konate has been very on and off. He's had some good performances, but he's had some very poor performances as well. His concentration and focus hasn't been good enough. And look, there are links to Real Madrid. Obviously, the contract situation is lingering as well. Maybe both of those factors are playing a role in his performances, but Konate has not been good enough this season as well. One thing I liked about Arne Slot was his ability to perfectly profile players, especially last season. When you look at guys like Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberch, they had their best seasons ever under Arne Slot. However, this season, he's completely misprofiled his players. I look at Mohamed Salah, for example. Using him as a touchline winger is not it. Mo Salah is an inside forward who should be as close to the goal as possible to impact the game. Another guy, Florian Wirtz, he's making Wirtz run like he's N'Golo Kante, making him occupy all types of positions when everybody knows that Florian Wirtz's best position is that left half space. Another guy, Milos Kerkez, Arne Slot is using Milos Kerkez as a third centre-back in build-up play when everybody knew at Bournemouth that his best ability was to bomb up and down that left flank and be explosive and attack and put crosses in. We barely saw that from Milos Kerkez. And Frimpong, I don't understand the signing of Frimpong, but I also understand he's a very good squad player. He's very good coming off the bench, very fast. But Frimpong is not a right winger or a right back. He's a right wing back. He's not good enough defensively, but he's not good enough as an attacker. You need to play him in the middle because when Jeremy Frimpong builds up speed, nobody can stop him. However, Arne Slot does not seem to realise this. So another big problem for Liverpool this season is Arne Slot's inability to profile players correctly. Another problem at Liverpool is that they do not know what their best starting lineup is. For example, Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. Hugo Ekitike has been Liverpool's best player by a country mile, whereas Alexander Isak is Liverpool's most expensive signing. So you need to find a way to play both of them in the same team. Another problem is that Liverpool's starting lineup has changed week in, week out. There's been no consistency or no continuity, and there hasn't been that time to build that chemistry between the players. Florian Wirtz has been played in different positions, Frimpong's been played in different positions, Kerkez has been asked to do different roles, and there hasn't been that same continuity that Liverpool had last season. Last season, Liverpool had the same starting lineup week in, week out. They were able to build chemistry and get better with the season, whereas this season, Arne Slot has changed his starting lineup so many times that there's been no continuity in this team to build that chemistry. Now that we're at the end of the video, I want to give my final thoughts. Obviously, right now, Liverpool are going through a really rough patch, and the blame should go to the players as well as the manager. And hopefully, just from a Liverpool fan's perspective, I hope all these problems and issues are solved quickly, because even though we're at the early part of the season, we cannot drop too many points or else we're going to be out of this title race, and that's the expectation. No matter what problems or no matter what adaptation period there is, Liverpool's aim has to be the Premier League, especially after spending all of that money. There is no excuse. The goal needs to be a Premier League title, and as it stands, Arsenal are 1 point ahead of us and they do look better than Liverpool. That's just a straight fact, but hopefully Liverpool can get it back together and make a push and become a winning team once again. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and peace.